In her interview, Rebecca Haro called Jake a good dad and said he would never hurt a baby. There's her new mugshot, by the way. A lot of people zeroing in on both of those black eyes. And also, how strange that she's still talking from jail. She talked to the media before. Everyone was suspicious of her. Now she's talking to reporters from the jail, trying to stand up for her husband. As we've reported, he was convicted in 2023 of an act of willful child cruelty 5 years earlier. It's an awful case. The victim was even younger than Emmanuel, just 10 weeks old, who suffered permanent brain damage. Jake and Rebecca also have a 2-year-old daughter who is now in the care of Child Protective Services. Every single day, it seems like this case just gets more and more disturbing. My NewsNation colleague, Nancy Liu, joins me live from outside that couple's home, just outside Palm Springs. Nancy, they brought the dad out to search this weekend in the jail jumpsuit, and still nothing. No sign of baby Emmanuel.
Yeah, remarkable developments in this case, Brian, but the bottom line is, where is baby Emmanuel? We are outside the Haro family home. This is in Cabazon, which is about 15 miles west of Palm Springs. We can tell you this house is deserted. Obviously, mom and dad, they are now in jail. The 2-year-old child is now in custody of Child Protective Services, and we understand that Jake's elderly mother is now staying somewhere else. I've been poking around this neighborhood, talking with people who live around here. They don't know this family. And the one woman said, you know, she's only seen the mom one time in 4 years. But on this side, Brian, I want to show you the memorial that is just growing and growing. It's about 20 yards wide. You and I, we've covered a lot of tragedy, and this memorial, it is significant. So many signs, you know, asking for justice for baby Emmanuel. Where is baby Emmanuel? This is obviously a case which has touched so many throughout the region. So many people had believed that initial story of the baby being kidnapped. Just a horrible story. The mom with the black eye claiming that, you know, she was changing the baby's diaper, and when she came to, the baby was gone. And of course, now the sheriff's department saying this is a case of murder. However, there is no body despite an extensive search for remains, Brian.
And there were also no tears, Nancy. You remember when she would go out, the mom, and give those press conferences, and she would be crying. But I always look closely in those situations. I always look right at the screen, and there were no tears, which had a lot of people feeling very suspicious from the beginning. And it is so sad. What were you going to say, though, Nancy?
Yeah, I was going to point out that there is an interview with the father with a media station in which he talked about baby Emmanuel in the past tense. So there are people who are also making note of that.
Yeah, and again, the father who was once charged with child abuse, and the other child is now nearly brain dead. The whole thing is awful. And I was just thinking, I mean, all those signs behind you, the little stuffed animals, the strollers, really drives home that this is just a baby boy.
Heartbreaking.
Do we know anything more, Nancy? Because I was so perplexed. They brought him out there in the jumpsuit on the side of the freeway where he spent hours like showing detectives around, but then they found nothing. Do we know what he said to police to prompt that?
The sheriff's department is revealing nothing about that search other than it happened and that it's now concluded. But take a look at the video. Take a closer look at how he is acting, because I don't see him pointing or really talking in an animated way. I mean, is he truly helping detectives to find baby? I mean, he's not walking. He's just standing there. He's not pointing at anything. So how helpful was he? Was this just, you know, an outing for him to get out from behind bars for a while? But it remains to be seen, you know, was this a futile excursion for him outside the jail? They're both of the parents, they're being held here in Riverside County. He's going to be in court in Riverside County, we suspect, tomorrow morning. But this video, I mean, what stood out to me, Brian, is that he's not really, is he truly helping in finding anything? Because in the end, they found nothing.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.